Fortnitemares has officially released, and with it comes new weapons, the Cube Town POI, the return of mythic brooms, the Caretaker boss, and a lot of other stuff all covered in this video. Okay, so last year we had Midas's Revenge, and this year it'll be called Fortnitemares, the Wrath of the Cube Queen. Well, that sounds awesome. It's no surprise. I mean, there is so much content in this update, starting with a massive new POI called the Convergence. If you remember, a Cube Town POI has been leaked for weeks at this point, and it is finally here. With a new name and a lot of hints, the Convergence has finally replaced that pointless crater in the middle of the map. It is just a complete mess of cubes. It kind of feels like a maze you have to get through. But levitating way above the Convergence is what everyone is focusing on. Simply look up and you can see a bright orb in the sky, and something or someone is inside of it. We'll get to her in a second, but this isn't the only thing we'll be seeing of Cube Town. It's actually got upcoming stages, so eventually expand 18 different times and get bigger and bigger. It sounds terrifying, I know. But it's not as terrifying as the new boss that was added into the game, and you probably already know who I'm talking about. We've been waiting for these guys since the very first day of Season 8 when we spotted them in the trailer. They look like Siren Head, but we eventually learned that these things are going to be called the Caretaker. And today they were added into the game. You can just be walking around minding your own business, and suddenly a Caretaker 4 times your height will spawn and drag you into the sideways. It is so terrifying. They come out of nowhere, so look out for glowing purple in the air, and eventually you'll realize that they literally just form into Caretakers. And then boom, all of a sudden you're in the sideways, so you really gotta watch out. But I do love how absolutely scary they are though. Now luckily, Epic hasn't left us completely unprepared to fight them. A new weapon has been added with today's update, and it's called the Sideways Scythe. Now if you're in the sideways, you could open chests or kill zombies, and you can grab the scythe. It works exactly like the Infinity Blade, but you just look cooler while you're doing it. I mean, you literally get to bust out the Darth Maul moves while chopping down sideways zombies. It's so fun to use. Watch out though, because you get a few different types of attacks, and if you use the air attack while jumping off a high cliff, well, there's a bug that lets you take fall damage. Epic did say that it'll be fixed next week, but for now, watch out. And these are just the tip of the iceberg. There's also a new item that no one is talking about, and is actually a brand new consumable. We found it while looking for a Caretaker, and it's just in floor loot right now. It's called the 0-point pretzel, and it works kind of like a shard from Season 5. You get the speed boost, the blinking ability. It is finally back. And while these new additions are amazing, we still have yet to talk about the headline of this update, the Cube Queen herself. So let's head back to the Convergence for a second, where that golden orb I was talking about is sending everyone in a frenzy. Inside the orb is the Queen herself, and it's her first ever reveal for what she looks like. Now we made a few concepts based on her silhouettes, but we didn't expect her to look like this. Her armor looks incredible, and she is super detailed. I mean, she even got her own cinematic where she crushes the Rift Butterfly. I mean, man, the Queen is evil. Now her skin releases in 9 days, so that might be when we see her burst out of the orb. And why do we think she's gonna get out? Well, according to leakers, in the files right now, there's evidence that she's eventually gonna be a boss NPC that we'll be able to fight. Now, we're probably gonna have to defeat her on the map to unlock her skin, like the other secret skins in the past. And if we're speaking of NPCs, this update did more than just tease the Cube Queen. It gave us something that the community is going nuts over. And that is the brand new Ariana Grande NPC. She's been added over at Believer Beach, and she gives you a new punch card called Ariana Grande's Monster Hunter quest sign. What's crazy is she'll sing every time you complete a quest for her, and you can unlock 30,000 XP per stage. It is wild. We're expecting Spacefarer Ariana Grande to be a skin very shortly, and she'll come with a spooky Smalls back bling and a Just Keep Breathing emote. If you complete her punch card, you'll also unlock a new style for her and a pickaxe. But there's also a few other NPCs too on the map right now. You can find the Mummy NPC. Unfortunately though, he doesn't have the Pyramid POI we all wanted. Although this does mean that the Mummy's skin has finally been revealed, and he'll likely be dropping in the item shop next week. And while he doesn't give us quests or anything, he does sell a pumpkin launcher, a rift, and he can fight for you. The exact same is said for the new Graven NPC as well, which is yet another unreleased skin that we'll be getting next week, and Epic are really leaking all of their skins. But the coolest NPC is the new Ghostbusters Containment Specialist character. He will give a new punch card with 5 stages, and will earn rewards like this backbling called No Ghost. Leakers have also found a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in the files, and we have no idea where this will be used, but if you spot him on the map, let us know in the comments. And all of this was added today because it is officially the beginning of Fortnitemares. In game right now are all new Fortnitemares challenges that gives us a ton of rewards. We can earn all new loading screens, a new contrail, sprays, and Dark Jonesy's punch card will even let us get a free epic rarity glider. You can also tell us to start a Fortnitemares because we now have a new lobby. And we noticed that this fancy new spooky lobby is actually a zoomed out version of the very first OG Fortnitemares lobby all the way back from Season 1. Now that is a a cool Easter egg. And no, it is probably not teasing the Chapter 1 island coming back no matter what Fortnite leaks and News 420 tells you on TikTok. I mean, jokes aside though, this lobby isn't the only OG Halloween item that's returned. Now today's brought the return of the pumpkin launcher as expected, but it also involved the witch room items and the candy buckets. While you're playing the new update, searching for these items and just wandering around the island, you're probably gonna be the victim of a horrifying jump scare. Yeah, jump scares are back in Fortnite. I'm not gonna lie, while recording this, I've been absolutely scared in my mind by these zombies. I mean, they get you all right. And something that everyone is talking about right now is the cherry on top of the Fortnitemares update. With everything that was added today, Epic decided to take it up even further and bring back the Horde Rush LTM. Except this version of Horde Rush is completely different to what it used to be. So you have to fight off cube monsters for 3 rounds, and it gets harder with each wave. You can collect score multipliers, headshots, and more to try and get the highest score you can. And once you get to the final boss, it is of course the Caretaker, and he's a tough guy to beat. Well, luckily though, you get rewarded for your troubles. This new Horde Rush mode is released alongside 3 new exclusive rewards. If you complete 20 Horde Rush quests, you'll earn a free banner in the shape of the Cube Queen. If you earn 2 million combined team points while playing the LTM, you'll get a free Thinking Juice back bling, and if you get a team score of at least 400,000, you get a spray. Seems like cool rewards just for killing zombies, right? And while it seems that this update has so much to offer, there's even more incredible features waiting for you when you boot up the game, and some of them almost no one is talking about, so let's kick it off with everything else you need to know. So the movie Dune releases in theaters in just a few days, and leakers have already discovered that Fortnite is actually working on a collaboration with them. The movie is awesome, and the protagonist is called Paul Atreides. You obviously know him as Timothée Chalamet though. Of course he's getting a skin in the game, and so is Shawnee, who's played by Zendaya. I've already seen the movie, and man, I cannot wait to pick up his bundle. But they're not the only crazy skins around the corner. As we talked about, Ariana Grande is getting a new Icon series set, and the Mummy is also going to be dropping this week. If you've been jump scared by a zombie, they probably look like the upcoming skin called Grisabelle. And of course, we have Gravin and the Cube Queen. We've seen all these skins as NPCs on the map thanks to today's update, but they have some cool variants that no one knows about. Ariana Grande will have a captive variant, and it looks pretty dope. And then the Cube Queen will have 2 other styles called Island Bane and Obliterator, and I'm sure everyone will have a favorite. Ariana Grande will also come with a completely different type of costume where she looks like some kind of red spider. It's wild. In her set, you'll also be able to cop the Iris back bling, the Moonlit Light Scythe pickaxe, and the Iris Daydream glider. What an insane set. But it's not all good news though, because sadly this update removed something from Fortnite, and we're all sat here wondering why. Okay, basically Epic just straight up deleted the sharks from the files today without a trace. And we'd assume that they were just naturally vaulted like any other item, but today's new pumpkin launchers were actually supposed to release in shark loot. So why would they vault sharks but also allow pumpkin launchers to come from them? Kind of a weird update. But moving on though, there have been some huge changes to Party Royale today as well. And yes, Party Royale still exists. I know I completely forgot about it too. But it looks like Epic did it because there's a lot of Halloween themed decorations around the Party Royale island now, so that's pretty awesome. But aside from the new accolades that were added today, that is literally everything you have to know about the Fortnitemares update. It has actually been kind of huge. Usually with updates, everything is a leak, but almost everything in this video is in-game as we speak. So go and fight those caretakers. Just watch out for the jump scare zombies. They get me every single time. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.